Hello and welcome to another video from A Geek and Two Woofs. So today I want to talk about the Philips Hue Gradient Play. These LED strips react to content on your television and change to different colours. In order to use one of these, you have to have the Hue HDMI sync box. And then when you plug that in, these LED lights react to any content that is fed through that HDMI play box. Now I already have one of the HDMI play splitter boxes attached to my television, and I just use the previous generation LED light strips. What's unique about these new gradient ones is that you should be able to have different colours along the same sides. So for example, at the moment, if there is just a red item on the left hand side, those LED lights can only display that one colour. Whereby with this, they should be able to show different gradients. So if there's a blue and a red colour, it should in theory show both that blue and red colour. Have you ever wondered what this might look like connected to a 77-inch OLED with these? Well, hit subscribe because I'm going to be checking that out. Now I'm interested to see how this new version works and if it is in fact an improvement on just using the standard LED strip lights from Hue. In this video, I attached the lights to my LG OLED 77-inch CX television. Certain films benefit from this more than others. I've watched a couple with this new gradient lighting, and it's varied from, nice to have to really adding impact. Some sci-fi films where there's really bold images and bold colours, it really does make the picture explode onto the wall behind, and it really draws the viewer in. Connecting the Hue Gradient lights to my 77-inch OLED television was not necessarily an easy task, especially as my television is currently wall mounted, so I had to pull it forward and then attach the clips around the side of the television and onto which you then hook on the lighting strip. On my previous setup, I was using the Hue Play light bars and the Hue Play strips. And these worked rather well, as hopefully you can see from the video. The extra dynamic that the gradient lights add, I think, is subtle, but yet in some scenes you really do notice it. It's also a much neater solution on the back of the television. I think the decision between the gradient and perhaps the alternative, I would definitely suggest a gradient. Whether it's worth updating if you have the existing light setup is perhaps questionable, especially given the price. I personally think the Hue sync box works amazingly. I think it really adds to the immersion of films and really brings you into the picture, but totally accept that it's not suitable for every front room or every television setup. If you have a back wall behind which can take that illumination, then I think it's amazing and you will be impressed. If perhaps you don't have that, maybe you have a window nearby or something, the impact will be reduced. If you like this video and you want to see more, then please hit subscribe. Let me know if you've used these lights or if you have a Hue sync box. What do you think? What has your experience been? And what films really make it pop? Let me know in the comments below.